Peace, 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 peace. What it do, yeah? It's a brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast, aka Samba Conversation. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC, representing that ROD, giving all praise and glory to the heavenly ones. Yes, the heavenly ones. And I got a surprise for you today, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for tuning in, subscribing, supporting, sharing feedback, positive and negative. All of this is respected because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is keep my foot on you heathens, you he-gros, and the newly installed heathenites next. Round of applause for that, people. And my apologies. I was supposed to have a special guest come in today, but due to I guess different timings, today's special guest will be postponed. So because things was last minute, I was unable to have the plan B. Pause. So, but that doesn't mean I was gonna have an abortion. We still gonna come out. I didn't put on my judgment suit because today wasn't the day for judgment. Today was the day for my brother to come out and really give you guys some true understanding, right? Things that I speak of, but hearing it from somebody else, it's gonna be a breath of fresh air for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys that's coming into this awakening, and sometimes you may feel like you alone. Sometimes you may feel like, if it's not me or Dollar, who can I run to, right? But I'm trying to let you know that not only are individuals waking up, brothers and sisters, we are waking up all over the world, right? So my job as one of the messengers is to bridge that gap. Is to let brothers and sisters know that you're not alone, right? Whether we communicating from here to the Holy Land, from here to Chicago, here to Florida, here to California, we are all connected. And you must understand, the word said, broad is the narrow path to destruction, right? Those that are called, which is you guys, you are called to do a job, right? And the last thing that you got to worry about is figuring out if, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me hope. Sound like my brother is getting on. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Oh no, that was a mistake. My bad. If he do come on, he'll have to message me. But like I was saying, right? I don't want you guys to ever feel like you are alone. You're gonna be alone, because what you seeing going on is the gathering. Not the gathering of Christ. We're not gathering into Christ. You're gathering back to your creator. You're gathering back to your culture, your African roots. I don't care what these people are selling you. It sounds good. I don't care the information these people are bringing forth. It sounds good, but I'm going according to the word. Okay? According to the word, according to Psalms 147 verse 19, that only unto the children of Jacob did he give his word to. According to John chapter 8 verse 44, our big brother or your savior, whatever you want to call him, said, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do, for he was a murderer from the beginning and does not abide in truth. So these people's going to bring on all these informations, just like how we are now uncovering this Bible and taking out the pieces, the interjections, taking these things out, removing it to give you guys a clear story, a clear understanding, right? So all of these things that people are bringing forth, all of these dudes, I don't care what organization they are a part of, anybody that's a part of an organization or a part of something that was not, how can I say this, that was not given unto us, or titles that was not given unto us by the heavenly ones, or even if our forefathers did not refer to themselves as these titles, you as their children should not call yourself that. If your father's last name was Sam, how can you now say my name is David? If he never gave you this, if they never refer to themselves as that. When the Pharaoh asked him, "Who were you, Abram?" Why didn't he say, "I am Abram, the Hebrew. I am a Hebrew"? Why the only time a mention of any one of these organizations came along from what? Came along from what? It came to us from a man named Paul, the imposter. That is not an apostle. And I got the records. Listen, hold on. Let me show you something. I keep all of this in a red book for y'all. You understand? I got the records. When the lives and the gathering gets over 100 plus, that's when I'm gonna really bring forth true information. Because I'm not gonna, when I go through these things, I'm never gonna go back. Because the only thing now it left for us to do is move forward, because the clock is ticking and we ain't got no time. But I'm gonna show you guys a few things, right? The first thing I want you guys to see and pay attention to is the obvious. Let me show you. Oh, now look. Look at the nonsense. Look at the nonsense. Look how the devil is preventing me from moving to the next thing. Hold on. What's going on here? Bear with me, guys. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, so they're preventing me from going into the next scene. I wonder why. I wonder why they're preventing me from going to the next scene. They're saying locate file. Never heard this a day in my life. We having technical difficulties, guys. Let me find something. Hold on. I'm just gonna throw anything on the screen. All right, guys? There we go. I threw everything on the screen. So they got two of me up here. You don't want that. So as you can see, let me move this so I can read it for you. Colored people, black people, melanated people are not the real Hebrew Israelites or Jews. Nowhere in the Bible is said the Savior was a Hebrew Israelite or a Jew Christian. And if any one of you guys are able to show me this, I got $1,000 cash for you. If you're able to show me where the Savior was a Hebrew Israelite or called himself a Jew or a Christian, I would give you $1,000. So if he did not call himself that, who is giving us these titles and why? Or should I say, who is putting these titles in the story and why? Could it be because they want to have ownership to the story? Could it be because they want to be the overseers of the story? Because they had to paint a picture of a pale face, blue eyes to put on your front lawn, to put in your portrait pictures in your house, to put in your church, to make you stay in a place of submission, to turn you from a warrior into a beta. They got the records to show you that. They purposely gave you these things to take you away from being a warrior. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Remember I told you guys that Sunini was masculine, Nanini was feminine. And when you give reference, when you give praise, supposed to give praise to both. That it was never meant to just be for one. That monotheism comes from Europeans. They created that purposely. Do you remember that? Hold on. Let me pull this up. I want to show you guys something. What's up, baby? Let me pull this up. Hold on. I want to show you guys this. I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Bear with me. Like I said, everything is on the fly now due to the fact that my brother was unable to come on. So everything is on the fly. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I want to show you guys this. Bear with me. Okay. Let's see if I'm able to put this on the screen. Me able to put this on the screen. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, let me save it just like that. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this on the screen. There we go. There you go. So, remember I told you that when you give praise and worship, you're supposed to give worship to both parents, father and mother. Honor that. That's not only you supposed to honor it, that's also a command that was given unto the people. Right? Now, When you look at the Leopold letter, the letter for King Leopold. Let me zoom it in so you guys can see this. Okay? I want you guys to understand. It says, fathers and dear compatriots, the task that is given to fulfill is very delicate and requires much tact, basically much tactic. Okay? You must do this very, very tactical. You can't just force this. You got to break them spiritually. Continue. You will go certainly to evangelize, but your evangelization must, right, inspire above all Belgium interests. Your principal objective in our mission in the Congo is to never teach the niggers to know God. This they know already. Okay? They speak and submit to Mangu, one Nuzambi, one Nuzimbika, and what else? I don't know. They know that to kill, to sleep with someone else's wife, to lie, and to insult is bad. He's basically showing you that these people are keeping the commands. Okay? Have courage. Listen. It says, have courage to admit it. You are not going to teach them what they already know. So we're not going to teach you keeping the laws. We're not here to teach you that. You got to be very tactical. Very tactical. Okay? Okay? Listen. They know that. Where am I? You're not going to teach them what they already know. Your essential role is to facilitate the task of administrators and industrial, which means you will go to interpret the gospel in the way it will be best to protect your interests, our interests. Remember, they're going over there to give them European, Belgium, England, America interests. Okay, the Berlin Conference, okay, all of this ties together, people. Berlin Conference is the Psalms of 83. Okay, let us continue. Best to protect your interest in the part of and that part of the world. For these things you have to keep watch and disinterest our savages from the riches that is plenty in their underground. You got to teach them that where you stand is a wicked land. That the riches is not there. You gotta focus on 1948. You gotta focus on the western side of America, where they got brothers literally walking on this earth right now, telling people that America is the Holy Land. If America was the Holy Land, why the heck did you need Africans to go over there to build that land for you? Huh? In the word says, you are the salt of the earth. All these brothers that was already here, why did Christopher Columbus and get rid of y'all and then replace y'all with some niggas? Huh? Let us continue. Okay? Protect the interest, that part of the world. For these things, you have to keep watch and disinterest our savages for the riches that is plenty in their underground. To avoid that, they get interest in it and make you murderous. Competitions and dreams one day to overthrow you. Your knowledge of the gospel. Now, I want somebody to go on your computer. You can't do this on your phone. I need you to go on your computer. Oh, if you could go on your phone, do that. Type in the word gospel and tell me when does it pop up. Go and type in gospel and tell me when does it pop up. Because I just showed you what was said. Don't teach them what they already know. I just showed you that he said, don't teach them what they already know. Huh? Huh? Your knowledge of the gospel will allow you to find text ordering, and encouraging your followers to love poverty. Like, happier are the poor because they will inherit the heaven. And it's very difficult for the rich to enter into the kingdom of God. You have to detach them. You have to detach them and make them disrespect everything which give them courage to affront us. I make a reference to their magic symptoms, the mystic, system, and their fetish, warfare protection, which they pretend not to want to abandon, and you must do everything in your power to make it disappear. You wonder why you guys are too scared to stand up to these heathens? Because of this right here. All of this was pre-planned to prevent you from ever rising. You guys can look this up if you thinking that I'm lying. That Napoleon said that religion is the best thing ever because it prevents, listen to what I'm about to tell you, it prevents the poor from attacking the rich. This is their information. This is not mine. This is his writing. This is not mine. This was the blueprint, the game plan that they was gonna send all across the world. Okay? Okay? Right? Your actions will be direct, essentially to the younger ones. You see why they're attacking the youth now? You see why they're programming the youth now? You see why they're bringing these transformers to read to your child right now? All of this is part of the game plan. All of this is part of the game plan. You didn't even know that. Some of you guys wake up and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. How did we get like this? This is how you got like that. Okay? Listen. For they won't revolt when the recommendations of the priest is contrary to their parents' teachings. Right? That's what they're doing in school. In your household, you would say doing this is wrong. In your schools, they'll say doing that is right. And then you're gonna listen to what people saying is right because they already got you programmed as they are the superior and you are inferior. So you're gonna look at your mom and say, "Moms, you don't know what you're talking about. I got this from my teacher." Remember, we used to say that. Remember? I don't know what you're talking about. My teacher got a PhD. Your mother came and said, a PhD, what does that stand for? She said, child, that stands for player hater degree. These people have been player hating on your behind since the minute you came outside. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Father, say it one time for the one time. Huh? You guys really don't know that these things was pre-planned. And I got a whole lot more information too. I can show you. I'm putting together, and after I finish putting this together, we're gonna put an end to all this Hebrew Israelite nonsense. I promise you. I got it all. I got it all. And in order for a slave to learn Christianity, to learn Judaism, You had to be a part of the 33-degree Mason. I'm gonna bring it out. That's why you see these brothers in the streets with the 6-pointed star. They tell you it was the Star of David. You damn right. The Star of Meg David. That's why you see these dudes with their aprons on. That's why you see these dudes with the fringes on. Oh, you didn't know that the fringes was interjected into the word. Oh, you didn't know that. But don't worry. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay? Recommendation of the priest contrary to the parents' teachings. The children have to learn to obey. Listen, the children have to learn to obey what the missionaries recommend. Who is the father of their soul? That's why they give you father. When you pray, they put father. That's why they gave you father. Because remember, they know the gospel. Did somebody pull up? Did anybody find the gospel? Let me see. Did anybody find the gospel? Did anybody hear the gospel? Did anybody look up the word gospel? Bantu Princess, look up the gospel. Tell me, go on the computer, go on blueletterbible.org and type in the word gospel and tell me the first mention of the word gospel. Tell me what chapter. Write it in the chat for me, please. Right? You must singularly, right, insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing. Now, the gospel, just the word gospel, Just type in the word gospel into the search and tell me when did it first appear in the Bible, the word gospel. Right? Where was that? I'm sorry. Who is the father of their souls? You must singularity insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the school. Teach students to read and not to reason. That's why you will read and not reason. When you start asking questions, then you are a problem. You are causing chaos in the classroom, and they're going to call your parents. And in those times, they might just chop your hand off. We're going to get into that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? There, the patriots are some of the principles that you must apply. You will find many other books which will be given to you at the end of this conference. Evangelize the niggers, the niggers. This is not me saying it. This is the writing. So they stay forever in submission and white canonizing. So they never revolt against the restraints they are undergoing, right? Recite this every day. Happy are those who weep because the kingdom of God is for them. Damn. Did you find it, Bantu Princess? Did you find it? Hold on. Let me pull this up. Just the word gospel. Just the word gospel. You don't gotta do too much. Just the word gospel. Just the word gospel. Nah. What is the first mention? Was it in the was it in the book of Exodus? Was it in the book of Matthew? The very first mention of the word gospel. Where was it? Where, let's name it. The first mention of the gospel. The very first time the word gospel was mentioned in the Bible. Where was it at? The very first mention. But we're gonna continue. You pull it up. When you find it, you just put it on the screen. We'll come back to it. Okay? This is what they was telling us, people. All right? So again, you're not gonna find, there's no black people, right? Black people are not the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites are the Isis Ra Els. Okay? Isis Ra elites. I broke this down in the last Samba. Gadriel, the God of the Bible. The El. Those are all fallen deities. Every time you get down on your knees, you're praying to a fallen deity. When you reference the Elohim, right? Israel, El, Gadriel, El. Okay? All of these is fallen that they got you worshiping. I know. But let me pull this up because it finished downloading. Let me pull this up. I'm about to put 2 videos up for you guys so you guys can see. But since we on the topic of Leopold, I want you guys to see something. And we're gonna get, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna show you that Africa and the Bible is hand in hand, and it's the book of us. We ain't never been in the Middle East. Never been. The first time we've been in the Middle East is when the Arabs came in the transatlantic, Arab slave trade, and they took us and sent us to the Middle East. They took your Bantu name and gave you Muhammad, okay, or Habib, okay, or Ali. Those are the 3 names, the most 3 common names colored people have. Habib, Muhammad, okay, and Ali. All right? Don't laugh, hon. It's going to be all right. That's why they call you Habibi. All right? Hold on. I'm going to show you another one. Because a lot of you guys need to know the truth. So I'm going to bring forth this truth for you so you can no longer say that this ain't what it is. Okay? All right? Since we on the topic of Leopold, did you find a Bantu princess? Oh, so the first time the word gospel was ever mentioned was in the book of Matthews. As you can see, when I brought this letter up, they said they was gonna do what? They said they was gonna do what? Okay. Your knowledge of the gospel will allow you to find text ordering, right? It says your principal objective in the Kako is to never teach the niggers to know God. This they know already. So we didn't know this gospel, but they knew it. And they knew the perfect precepts to allow you to read all intentional. All intentional. All intentional. Let us continue. This is what they was doing. Let's watch this video. Quick video.
1885 to around 1908. The Belgians, they forced Congolese men 1885 to around 1908, the Belgians, they forced Congolese men to harvest rubber, ivory, and diamonds. And they had quotas. And if they did not meet that quota, the wives and the children of those men would have their hands cut off, and sometimes their feet too.
After King Leopold had his people chop off the hands of African people in the Congo,
When am I saying that you don't understand? He removed you from your house and brought you to wherever you needed to be. That was the first CPS. Removed you from your home. Told you to hate your father, say your parents is evil, they're wicked, they're poor, they're broke. They sold you. They're giving the stories now. It was niggers selling niggers, though. It was you guys. It wasn't us, please. How did Leopold get there and all of a sudden to be this comfortable to open up books and say, this is what you guys are going to read? Make sure they don't know nothing about God. We know that they know to keep the commands. Tell them that's not important. Go tell the children that. Don't tell the mothers and the fathers. Tell the children that. And then let them know that we know what we're talking about. We are the father of your soul. And my father, his name is Jesus, and that's your father now. That's why you hear people with revelations. I see Jesus, and Jesus said, my child, come to me. Wait, hold on. I thought he was the son. Now he's the father too. Jesus was having babies this whole time. One of his children name is Christopher Columbus. You don't know what Christopher Columbus stand for? Christopher Columbus stand for Christ barrier. He was buried everywhere he went. He was burying Christ for you heathens, Negroes, and heathenites. Took records, told you it happened in the 1948. That's where they told you. That's where they told you. But yet not a single person can find a history of us being over there unless they give it to you. Meanwhile, people in Africa right now have full face-to-face conversation and say, I asked the person, I could ask my whiz to contest. She was on speaker when I asked this person. I said, you know, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob is from the Holy Land, Akko B. The man said, yeah. He's like, yeah, I know. I said, yo, hon, you heard that? She was like, wow. See, these people know. It's us in America that's dumbfounded because we don't have nothing. At least these people in Africa can at least connect to something. What are we connecting to? You know what you connect to? You connect to Christopher. You connect to Caesar Borgia. Don't you notice that all these people got C's in their names? Caesar Borgia, Christopher Columbus, Christ, Cain, convicts, criminals. They came up with a constitution. They eat everything until they're constipated, full of sugar, honey, iced tea. Huh? Left you guys with confusion. Turn you guys into criminals. All of these C's just for you. And the minute you try to the minute you try to be an A, they had to declassify your ass. Stop playing. Let us continue.
1885 to around 1908. The Belgians, they forced Congolese men to harvest rubber, ivory, and diamonds. And they had quotas. And if they did not meet that quota, the wives and the children of those men would have their hands.
How ruthless can you be? Mind you, these are the people that bring forth a gospel for you to follow. And if you didn't follow this gospel, just imagine what they did. And they wanted to cut off the feet of your wife and your child. Just imagine what they'll do to you if you said, we don't want your daddy. The Bible says you will do what your father do. And we do what our fathers do. Let us continue.
Cut off, and sometimes their feet too.
After King Leopold had his people chop off the hands of African people in the Congo, in Belgium, they made it a practice of selling these chocolate hands that they would eat.
Selling chocolate hands that they would eat. Mocking you. To this very day, they mock you. They mock you. They make fun of you. They despise you.
So there's always been this culture within white supremacy of consuming blackness in the most vile ways.
You see that? Do you see that? Since we on Leopold, let us continue. Now, remember what I said to you. Now, I'm about to show you guys something. Some of you guys are going to be shocked to see, but you know it's my job to give you this righteous therapy.
18.
Huh? Oh. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Let's read this. You should not eat the flesh nor drink the blood of any slaughtered creature, nor yet anything which is bringing disorder to your health or senses. So this is letting you know you shouldn't be eating no meat, guys, but we'll have another conversation about that. Don't worry. We're going to uncover it all, right? You should not make impure marriages where love and health are not, right? So, you just having these marriages because she just looks good. No, and she's bringing you health. Is there really love there? That's where courting comes in, right? Nor yet corrupt yourselves or any creature made pure by the holy. You shall not bear false witness against any, nor willfully deceive any by a lie to hurt them. Okay? You should not do unto others as you would not that others should do unto you. Look at number 16. Look at number 16. I'm gonna bring the records out, don't worry. The book's gonna come out. I just order it and making sure it come in. But my big bro had to send me this because he said, he texted me today and said, brother, you remember what you was telling me about the father and the mother? That you're supposed to give worship and praise to them when you call on their names. Su Nini, masculine, Su, superior, Na Nini, and Na Nini, feminine, like Nana. Remember when you was young? Yo, I want to go to Nana's house. I want to go to Nana's house. Where did you think that came from? How did it end up in our tongue, in our vocabulary, in our culture? You go ahead and figure that out. It says, you shall worship one eternal. Remember, you cleave on. You leave your parents' house and you become one. Right? This is not me. This is the record. Listen, we getting everything. The truth is being unveiled to the world. While this world is getting ready to be destroyed, you should ask yourself, why is these truths coming out? You should ask yourself, why is these truths coming out? Why now? Why is these truths coming out right now? Why now? Because the changing of the hands is happening right before your eyes. And that's why I wanted my brother to come on. Because my brother is, when I tell you this man is so precise with the information, the locations. When I tell you, it's like, hopefully we can reschedule and do something because I want this brother to come on so you guys can see with your own two eyes straight out of the Bible. It says what? You shall worship one eternal, the Father/Mother in heaven, of whom are all things, and reverence the holy name. What holy name is that? They told you Yahweh. We know Yahweh is the fallen. They told you Yah. We know Yah's the moon. They call you Ahio. We know that's the son of Shimgaza. Huh? They giving you a Hebrew tongue. We know that's Lucifer's tongue, masculine. And Latin is Lucifer's tongue, feminine. That's why when you see a Spanish woman speaking, she's like, oh no, mama, no. You're like, oh papi. You're like, what you said, mama? Say that again. Te quiero taco. Come on, stand on mamacita. Why? Yay. Huh? There's a reason why it instantly triggers and it turns men on. It's a reason why it's a high amount of so-called homosexuality, lesbianism that goes on in the so-called Hispanic community. There's not a single Hispanic person you know that doesn't have a family member that's playing the same switch. And these people know this. And this is not a shot. I'm just telling you guys the truth. Huh? Huh? You shall revere your fathers and your mothers on earth, who cared is for you and all the teachings of righteousness. This is why I tell everybody, I don't care what your parents did to you, just respect them. That's not in your position to make judgment and say, oh, I'm not, that's not for you to do. You got to let the heavenly ones take care of that. That's not your job because they put you on this earth. You came from your father's nut sacks and you came out of your mother's womb. They put you on this earth. You must respect them to the day that you die. Anybody that doesn't oblige to that is going to have a long, troubling life. Because that's a command. Right? You should cherish and protect the weak and those who are oppressed and all creatures. Why they're not teaching you this? Why they're not teaching you this in their organizations? Are we protecting the weak? Why are you still allowing your daughter to go to these schools knowing that they're going to be learning about being a transformer, talking about it's okay? There's nothing wrong being a body boy. Oh, there's nothing wrong. This is what they're teaching your child. And the same time they're teaching your child, you're also promoting and allowing your child to engage in the evil. And then when your child starts doing evil, you trying to figure out what went wrong. You trying to tell the child, you're not supposed to do that. How you going to tell somebody not supposed to do that when you throwing them in the fire? You think they're not going to get burned? You think they're not going to get burned? Are we this naive? Do you not know that the devil is more powerful than you? You are in his domain. You are in his castle. You walking through his kingdom. His children is in complete control. His children is telling you, you better relax. Make sure you go to church on Sunday. You can't, listen, all the old laws and statutes and all that, that's done away with. He died on Calvary. I'm seeing brothers that so-called Hebrew Israelites talking about, yeah, man, through the blood of Christ, we good, we stand. My mans, that man never died for nobody. Read John chapter 17. He said, Father, my job is done. Protect them. Why would he say in a prayer like that? He will be saying, oh, I'm coming home. My job is not done. Let's go back to 16. You shall worship one eternal, the Father and the Mother. Sunini masculine, Nanini feminine. Get it together. Honor your mother. Monotheism comes from Europeans. Monotheism comes from Europeans. Monotheism comes from religion. Religion was created by Gentiles. I am not a Gentile. You are not a Gentile. You are a child of Akobi, which means firstborn. Okay? Which means firstborn. I got the records. You can go look these things up. Go look these things up for yourself. It means firstborn. He that enters the womb. He that opens the womb. Go on your chat DPT, type in the Akobi means firstborn in the African language and watch what it pops up. Spell it Akobi. If there was no J's in the old, so there wouldn't be a Jacoby. It wouldn't be a Jacob. It would be a Akob, right? Akob, right? Akobi. They can't give you the full depth because if just in case you did find out it was Akobi, then you would have to trace where that name go because Akobi doesn't sit well with Hebrew, a language that we never spoke. Oh. You ever ask yourself, how come I've been following these teachers for 10, 15 years, and not one person can speak fluent Hebrew. I'm talking about fluent Hebrew. First of all, how are you going to be able to speak fluent Hebrew when that fluent Hebrew language is forbidden to be speaking outside of the synagogue? Have you been in the synagogue? Are you sitting with them? Saying shalom, ak, shalom, that's not speaking Hebrew. That's like me just because I know how to say puta maricona mama huevo doesn't mean I know how to speak Spanish. I can speak Creole. I can say kijonye sa passe ma boule, oui wa boule, yes, but demain bal dehors, bal chercher petit moins, bal sortir avec lui, bal manger. I can speak it if I want to. You guys can't do that. I can see a full-fledged Haitian have a full conversation with him in Creole. It may not be perfect, but a conversation will be had and he will understand me. You guys are unable to do that. Because it's a language that's hard to speak and learn and understand. When you speak it, you speak like you got a disorder. You speak like you got COVID. Hold on, I got to spit. That's not your tongue, but you want it to be your tongue because they told you that your Savior was a Hebrew because he ain't never said that. He ain't. But in Matthew 27 verse 46, when they had him pinned, he says, "Ele lo sabatani." These heathens told you it stands for, my God, why have you forsaken me? Take that same, my God, why have you forsaken me? Put it in the search and find out where they got it from. And then I'll put up the picture and show you how even Google had it right. But when we started finding out and putting it together and putting it up on video, they instantly changed it. But guess what? We still kept the records. This is why you got to copy and paste and print and save everything. We still got it. I got it. Okay? I know. This is for you to be upset because you've been violated. They're doing everything in their power to remove you from that land. They did everything. They was confident that if they brought Jesus to you, they gave you that story of Jesus, you would have got on the shores. And when you woke up and when you realized that Jesus wasn't what it was, they sent you to a place. And when you went against it, they threw you off the water. And when you try to fight it, they shot you in your head. Let me tell you how they took us down, people. They were shooting us from far. They been had guns. You go ahead and go listen to that Alexander the Geek story. These people been having weapons. They've been having weapons. They've been having things that shoot pellets and rocks. How you think they learned that? They learned that from their parents. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your daddy you will do, for he was a murderer from the beginning. They was learning that already. And what they did was, and I'm going to give you the story, what they did was, while we was sleeping, while we was having feast days, see what these people do. Remember, these are cunning hunters. They told you Esau. This is what they did. They gave you that attribute and told you that's Esau. So when they started feeding you this lie, you would really thought that this was Esau. That's a lie. That's a lie. I just showed you you should not eat the flesh nor drink the blood of any slaughtered creature. So when you kill it, so why are you killing animals to eat? Who told you that? Who's putting this in our records? When the word says, when the creators told Adam that all these herbs is for you to eat, These heathens, these he-gros, and these heathenites are going to misconstrue and tell you, herbs just mean food. Herb really means meat. The blasphemy of these people. The blasphemy of these people. And we've been running with it. I was running with it. My mother was running with it. My wiz was running with it. My children was running with it. My grandmother, we was all running with it. But we alive right now to uncover. I'm here right now to uncover. The heavenly ones is with me right now. You know why I'm going up in numbers? Because through everybody's doubt, when everybody was saying he don't know what he's talking about, how dare him talking about there's a man and a female in the heavens? That's not what the word says. He bringing forth his own doctrine. When everybody was saying that, I still stood 10 toes down and said nope. And I gave a lesson and showed you. And out of nowhere, ta-da. See, the world is going to get what you're able to endure. See, right now, brothers and sisters, it's starting to be fed up. Things is not making sense. Things are not adding up. There's a war going on outside. These brothers told you that we're going to migrate into the Middle East and we're going to be protected. We're going to be in a place without borders. How is that even possible when the war is taking place over there right now? And even when the war stops, the aftermath of the war, where are you going to be? Who's telling you this story? You damn sure ain't gonna be allowed in Dubai. Can you imagine a whole bunch of black and brown people in Dubai? We ain't gonna be there. So where you gonna be? But let us continue. Let us continue. Let us continue. I know the truth hurts. I know. But you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Here comes another one. Here's another one for you guys. Now, what is terror doing in Africa? What is terror doing in Africa? What is Bethel doing in Africa? What is Mambri doing in Africa? He left Egypt. He went where? If I got up out of Egypt, right? Get up out your bed and go down south. He went where? Oh, I know. I know you guys are not like, what? That don't even make sense. Don't worry. I'm about to show you right now. I'm about to show you right now. Don't worry. We does this over here, guys. You don't got to worry about it. I got you right now. I got you right now. Are you ready? Listen to my brother.
Okay, this is Bethel over here, right? Drop the letter E in the spelling. Is E, Bethel, not Bethel,
Now,
right?
now, remember I told you that they put the EL to give reference to their fallen, to give reference to their fathers. Remember I told you they put the EL to give reference to their fathers. Remember, they created their own vowel, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Listen, sometimes Y. I wonder why they put it sometimes, because they knew when you started waking your ass up and you started seeing that Akob, that there's no J's and it's only an I, they said, no. That's really, sometimes that's why. And you guys don't put two and two together because you're too naive and too ignorant to see that these people are really leading you astray purposely. Meanwhile, every single one of these people that's claiming, every single one of these people that you're claiming that they stole your nationality, all of them is reaping all the benefits in the Holy Land. Who owns the diamond? Where are they getting these diamonds from? Why are they not getting it from the land that you guys said is filled with milk and honey? I don't even think that place has milk nor honey. Huh? Why all these people is buying? Why are they buying up all the lands in Africa and renaming them for themselves? Why they don't do that? Why are they not doing that in the Middle East? If you're saying that that's your land and they just took it, why are they not doing that? Why are they not in conflict with the Arabs to get more? Why are they not in war with Jordan? You let this story go on and tell you this foolishness. Why not? Because the whole entire time the story took place in the Holy Land. Let us continue.
This is Bethel. Let's read it again. And Akobi called the name of the place where Sonani speak with him Bethel, not with the E, alright? And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrata, and Rachel travailed, and she had labor. And they journeyed from what, Bethel? And there was but a little way to come to what, Ephrata. Remember, we are looking at the land of what, Benjamin in the book of Joshua, right? When the Gentile nation changed the name, they lied to us that the father called his name Benjamin. The father never called his name Benjamin.
Never.
It's still Benoni.
Benoni.
English was never introduced by then, that the father even speak English to call his name Benjamin. Alright? But there was a little way to come to what? Ephrata. This is where they meet. When Akobi anointed the pillar there. So Inanini still appeared to him there when he came from Padan Aram, from Nigeria, in the house of Laban, Sokoto State, Nigeria. That's where Rachel, Leah, and most of the sons, almost all of the sons were born. All right, except Benoni.
Now go ahead and go tell these Israels to show you all of this in that place in 1948. You better tell them, and they better be able to dissect it and say, look, and then the distance better add up too.
Right? Except Benoni. We're gonna do a video about this also. Alright, so when they came, Akobi come back to where he met Sonini at first before he will go back to Padan Aram. He was from where? Beersheba, and he's going back to where? To Beersheba in KwaZulu Natal. Remember, right? So when he came back from Padan Aram, he's going to...
Hold on. But what is Beersheba doing in Africa? Now, go ahead and go tell your Israel teachers to provide you with this intel. They got this brother named Divine Prospect who wants to have a friendly debate, a discussion, and he want to do it on live stream. And I kindly said nope, because I'm not here to absorb your ego, shake your balls, pause. Not here to do that. I got information like this. I got contact with individuals that's in the land. Do you hear his accent? He's from there. He's not from here. The reason why I can't have them on, because when it's this time, it's night for them. And then, they don't have the easy access to the internet like we do. Okay? You understand? And this is not even the brother that I wanted to come on. Like I told you, man, this rise of the bounty won't be televised, bro. You let these people feed you lies. Ain't no more lies taking place over here. Tell your teachers to provide you with all this intel. All of you guys that's talking all of this nonsense, oh, we Hebrew, we this and that, please save that. That's GED. That's PhD, player hater degree. You got hate in your heart. Because they got you brainwashed through religion to believe that the holies of holies comes from another place, which is the smallest of smallest. How does Shem, think about this, how is Shem, the son of Noah, who actually kept the laws, who became Melchizedek, is given the smallest land of it all? So Ham gets big old Africa, Jaffe gets big old Asia, and the most holies of holies get a little stamp. He got a Snicker bar. Meanwhile, everybody is living in cakes. Huh? Come on now.
To Beersheba. So he go back to where he met Sonin and Nene at first before he go to Padan Aram, right? In Bethel, where he anointed the pillar. He said, not any other place, but this is the gate of heaven. Right? When Sonin and Nene appears to him in a dream. So in a ladder, angels are descending and ascending. He says, surely this is the gate of heaven. So when he came back, he still go back there. This is when Sonin and Nene still appear unto him again. Alright? So the Bible says what? But there was a little way to go to what? Ephrata. Richard Travel. Let's look at
You see
Ephrata.
Benoni? Y'all see Benoni on
See what
the
they
screen?
did? They changed Itwatwa to Ephrata. Itwatwa. This is Itwatwa.
Uh-oh.
Still there.
Still there.
This is Itwatwa and Benoni.
What's Benoni doing there?
Or Ephrata, Benoni, Bethel. Let me show you.
These people come into your land and really, these people really be on some Christopher Columbus sabotage. They come on your land and literally put in new names. The Adam City that you guys read and Joshua. Adam City, they changing the names to Kruger, Freddy Krueger. How did Freddy Krueger end up in Africa? You know why? You know how he ended up there? He came while you was sleeping. They've been telling you this story this whole time. You didn't even know. While you was sleeping, he was in your mind. He was in your land. He was cutting you up in pieces with this gospel nonsense. A term that's never mentioned in the beginning. But all of a sudden, this is the pinnacle of what you're supposed to be following. And get mad when I say this. When I just read you Leopold. Let us continue.
The land are so close to each other there. This is Bethel. This is Ephrata or Itwatwa. And this is Benoni. This is where they are. And
All
could we call the name of the
simultaneously with
place
each other.
what? Bethel. And could we call the name of the place which Sonina and Nini O?
All simultaneously with each other. Now, go ahead and go tell your teachers to provide you with this information. Go speak to your pastor. Go speak to your Catholic priests. Go speak to your so-called elders, your bishops. These heathens, these Hebrews, and these heathenites. Go speak to them and tell them they better provide you with all this intel.
Somandla speak with him, Bethel. And they journey from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrata. And Rachel traveled, and she had labor. And it came to pass when she was in hard labor that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou shalt have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was departed, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called his name Benjamin. Don't believe them. His father never speak English. Alright? His father never speak English. The name is
Never
still
spoke Hebrew
Benoni.
neither. Never spoke English, never spoke English, never spoke Hebrew, never spoke Latin. And it's crazy that these are never spoke Greek. All our records, everything that's referring to us is repackaged and given unto us from people that's not from there. But yet these people in this very day are in there taking all of that and leaving your ass with nothing. Talking about just pray on it. You are under grace. No, you are a disgrace. It ain't no grace. You're just a disgrace for what you are allowing these people to do. And you're gonna come run to me and tell me that I'm wrong. And when I ask you what's your source, you're gonna give me the enemy. The same people that's feeding us lies, you're gonna refer to them as the overseers. Lord, they the researchers. Yes, there's doctors, and the doctors told you to do this, and people is dropping dead. Now what? Let us continue.
Ifrata huitwatwa Benoni, Bethel. See the land there? Very close to each other there. Alright? They are going back to their home, which is what? Remember, Beersheba, where Rachel gave birth to Benoni here. That's why when the children came back, when the tribe of the Benjaminite, as they call the Benonite, came back, they still inherit the land back again. So the Benjaminite are there, or the children of Benoni are still there up to now, right? They haven't goes anywhere. They're still there. The whole of the region, Victoria, Johannesburg,
Who are these
Benjamin
people?
are there. They haven't goes anywhere. They're still in Pretoria and Johannesburg. They haven't go anywhere, right?
They come on the land and really just, yeah, this is my land. These people was making purchases, buying the land from the same people that that's not even from the land. How did South Africa become an apartheid state at the same time with the 1940 Aikens? How did that happen? Who's allowing this to happen? Why would it even happen in the first place? What do they know that you don't know? That whole story about, oh, when you see Jerusalem compared with the armies fleeing to the north. North where? The mountains where? Because anything going up puts you in Europe. And a whole bunch of black people running for their lives will get caught by these people. Wait, hey, where y'all niggas think y'all going? We're running from the Romans. Was it the Romans ruling? Didn't Caesar and them was ruling the whole beginning of Europe? So how was you able to get through? And then we got people that say, oh yeah, they crossed through Africa. And then they went through Africa, through Spain, and then end up in the West, and that's how they found us. You believe that story? You believe that story? How can you not put two and two together and see that you're being lied to? Your Savior was born and was told he gotta come to Egypt. And he stayed there for 7 years. His father and his mother was there. People that's Hebrews and they're in another place for 7 years. I'm sure Joseph wasn't learning. He didn't learn how to speak Egyptian. I'm sure for 7 years old, let's just say that Hebrew was spoken there. He will also have to learn how to speak Egyptian. He will also have to be in around Egyptians. How was you able to be there for this long? So you telling me that they was hidden in the house all this time? They never came outside. Only daddy came outside. And you in Egypt is wild hot. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That man was speaking Isikosa. Isikosa is a Bantu, it's an African dialect. And every single person in Africa can speak it. Don't listen to these people that say there's 15 different languages. Yeah, but they're all similar. Just like here in America, the people down south from Mississippi is gonna sound different from people from New York City. And New York City is gonna sound different from people in Cali. And people from Cali is gonna sound different from people in Chicago. And people from Chicago are gonna sound different from people from Memphis. And people from Memphis are gonna sound different from people from Arizona, Texas, whatever. We're gonna sound different. But yeah, you're gonna understand what I'm saying though. Huh? Let us continue.
So that's what I'm trying to show you, that the father never changed the name to Benjamin, but still Benoni. If they change the name Benjamin so that when you are begin to look to the land of Benjamin, you won't see it. The name is still Benoni.
They changed his name to Benjamin. Again, the whole purpose for all religion, whether it's Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, was to take you, remove you mentally, physically, and last but not least, spiritually from that land. And you guys can be anywhere you want to be and claim anything you want to claim. You could be anything in the world you could want to be, but you can't claim that you're from there. You can't even go there. They charge you. Listen, you could get a plane ticket to go vacate in the 1948 for as little as $300. I think it's like $400. It costs you damn near 5 G's just to be able to go to Africa. 5 G's. Why is that? What is it about this place that you don't want us there? I could go to Puerto Rico for $200. I can go to Mexico for $300. I can go to Argentina for damn near $1 because, listen, they value money done collapse. So anything that you bring in is considered high value. I could go to Brazil. I can go all these places for the low. I can go to Europe right now for the low. But to go to Africa, I gotta pay an arm and a leg. And they're gonna tell you it's because they're not up to date with stuff. Meanwhile, I'm looking all through that place. I'm seeing big old high rises. They got a soccer field, they got everything. Diamond districts, the land of Kimberly alone generates billions of dollars annually by itself. The Kimberly mine district, the mine of Kimberly. Go look it up. Let us continue.
Okay. So let's go back to the book of Jasher to read again. Right? And Judah spoke before Joseph, and his brethren were there standing before them. I'm reading verse 3. And Judah said unto Joseph, Surely, when we first came to our master, or our king, to buy food, thou didst consider us as a spice of the land. And we brought Benoni, as we brought Benoni. This is when we begin to search for the land of Benoni, right? And we brought Benoni before thee, and thou still makest sport of us this day. Now therefore let the king hear my word, and send, I pray thee, our brother, that he may go along with us to our father, lest their soul perish this day with all the souls of the inhabitant of Egypt. Speaking with authority. Yes. Dost thou not know what two of my brethren, Simon and Levi, did unto the city of Shechem? The city of Shechem is Namibia. Simon and Levi did unto the city of Shechem. Shechem, let me show you Shechem in Namibia. This is where Father Kobe bought the land from the Canaanites. The Canaanites are living in Namibia, Botswana, which are the Kosan people. They are still there. The oldest people of South Africa, right? They are still there again. So this is the land that Father Kobe bought from them.
What Shechem is doing there?
Sehem. This is it over here. They are changing the names so you don't see it. This is the name. Shechem. Alright.
Huh?
Where were we? Verse 5. Dost thou not know what two of my brethren, Simon and Levi,
Fresh Gold. Fresh Gold 4. Follow my brother on TikTok, man. My brother's from the land. He talks that talk. He brings forth this truth without no shot of a doubt. Ain't no denying. Ain't no fighting. Ain't none of that. None of these things. None of these things happen. Everything you have been told has been a lie. Everything. Let me share my screen. Why not? Hold on. And I got information for days. Let me show you something. You guys done got me jacked up, man. I got information for days. Just gonna give you a little preview. Give you guys just a little something. Just to give you guys a little something. Give you guys just a little something. Hold on. Let me give you guys a little something. Hold on. Give you guys a little something. Let me see. Let me see this right here. Throw this out there. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm gonna throw this out there. Let me show you guys this. Hold on. You go on my screen.
Okay, this is Bethel over here,
Hold on.
right?
Let me go on the
Drop the
screen.
letter E.
Pause that. Pause that. Even when there's not a lesson put together, I'm gonna put something together so you can remember forever. You heard? Show you something. Why not? Since I'm such in a good mood, let me show you something. You guys don't know what you worshiping. Look at this right here. Let me zoom this in for you. In fact, make it take the whole screen. Why not? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All of these things is satanic. You don't even know. They purposely put these things in there to confuse you. Purposely. Hold on. Let me show you something else. Why not? We're such in a good mood. Why not? Why not? Is it this right here? Why not? Let me see this right here. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me see this. Say that for later. Show you something. Hold on. Because you guys don't understand You know what I'm saying? We keep these things in the archives. Just in case you heathens, you he-grows, and you heathenites want to come outside and want to come bring forth to me European philosophy and thinking that what you're saying is the end all be all. Look. Is it this right here? Yeah. Yeah. You didn't even. I'm about to show you something. And I was gonna save this, but like I said, I'm such in a good mood today. Why not? Why not? I'm in such a good mood today that even when the adversary try to intervene, even when the adversary try to intervene, I still come off and keep my foot on heathens, he-grows, and heathenites next. Even when he comes. Let me put this up. Why not? Let me start off with this. Hold on. What does this say? Now you read in Isaiah, and the English transferred into the EC closer. Isaiah 9 and 6. Okay? Isaiah 9, verse 6. And Bantu Princess, you already know. You came outside, you ate this chicken already, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with eating some leftovers. Yeah? Right? You guys seen this before, right? Right? Now, just look at what comes up when it says the mighty one. What is this? What is that doing down here? Huh? Hold on. Oh, I can't even change the text. What is that doing down there? Huh? What is Sunini Nanini doing there? The mighty Sunini. Nah. What? Yeah. 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 Listen, just by looking at these, doesn't it look like it's saying Ele La Sabatani? Doesn't that look like it? Huh? Doesn't it look like it? Okay. Let me put this down. Let me put this down. Like I said, I'm such in a good mood today. You didn't even know Solomon's name was not even Solomon. They put that in there to give worship and praise to the 33s. All hermetic code for the perfect man. In modern terms, it would not be unfair to liken men to genetic experiments on the part of the creator. When Genesis says, let us create man in our image, it refers to the universe and its cosmo mind incarnation in man. Those of you who have taken formal martial art training knows that the body to refer to as the temple. Masons and students of masonry know that Solomon's temple is a major symbolical and ritual device. Oh, Donna. The temple of ancient religion were constructed to reflect the sacred number and geometry and nature of the 7 stars or seals that the equation 888-2 equals 7744 to found in the Song of Solomon, and that is a major hermetic device in the King James Bible is the Solomon's temple. Is not a coincidence, for Solomon is allegory for wisdom through the number Solomon represents the sun and the 666 sun square. inside the zodiac circle and inside the corresponding 12 the 12 divisibles of 666. Solomon is the sun inside the 12 tribes of Isis, Ra, and El, which are the 12 signs of the zodiac. Turn to Kings 10:14 and read that Solomon attract 666 talent of gold from the neighbors' kingdoms. And Second Chronicles 9 verse 13, the statement is repeated in hermetic code in gold, representing the sun and the sun square. By now, you should begin to realize that the word of the Bible virtually means nothing unless it combines with the number and the wisdom of a intellect. The word are feelings, not history. Here is how the name Solomon was constructed in English. Like I said, these are just previews, people. You do not know what you are worshiping. You are just copying and pasting. Whatever these heathens, these he-girls, and these heathenites label for you, you're not doing your due diligence as a person that's seeking righteousness to do your homework and find it out. You just sit there and say, feed me, and then you get fed this. And you got colored people naming their children Solomon. You got colored people naming their children with Yah in it. Naming their children some Hebrewic, Luciferian spoken language. They're naming their children this. And you wondering why destruction is coming your way. That was just a preview, guys. You understand? That was just a preview. This man said, name one thing blacks invented. They invented life. The creator is a colored man that invented life. What else would you like to know? We invented cars. What else you would like to know? We invented homes. We created temples, castles. You thought, who you thought did that? You thought it was Europeans? You thought it was Hispanics. You know the Hispanics are European too. You know what? Since he said that, now I'm gonna come outside and drop a bomb on you. I ain't want to do it. Why not? Let me find it first. I keep telling you guys, I'm not the one you want to come bother. Just leave Junes alone. Is it this? Let me make sure. Okay. Let me make sure. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because people want to come bother Junes. Why nobody want to leave me alone? Why y'all don't want to just leave me alone and let me live my life? Obviously, this is a brother that must be, I don't know. He called himself Black Coffee. I don't know. But while we here, why not? Why not show it? Why not? What is this? Let me make it take the whole screen. There we go. And then I'll put myself right on top of it. Why not? Why not? There I am. Hispanic. Okay? 1580. From Latin Hispanicus. From Hispania. Right? Iberian Peninsula. Right? From Hispanica, Spaniard. Pacific application to Spanish-speaking parts of the New World is from 1889 American English. Okay? Let's read. Let's read. Especially applied to the Spanish. Wait, the New World is from 1889 American English since 1972, especially applied to the Spanish speaking person of Latin American descent living in the U.S. as noun meaning Hispanic person from 1772. Related entries and more Hispanica. Latin names for the Iberian Peninsula, literally country of the Spaniards, right? What does Hispanica means? Terminology. The term Hispanic derives from the Latin word Hispanicus, the adjective, right? Derivative of Hispania, which means of the Liberian Pennsylvania and possibly the Celtiberian origin. Now, let's see this Celtiberian origin. The Celtiberians were a group of Celticized people inhabiting an area in the central northeast Liberian Peninsula during the 1st century BCE. They were explicitly mentioned as being Celtics. You know the Celtics? Who are the Celtics? Huh? By several classic authors, right? These tribes, okay, spoke the Celtiberian language and wrote it by adapting the Liberian alphabet in the form of the Celtiberian script. The numerous interceptions that have been discovered, some of them extensive, have allowed scholars to classify the Celtiberian language as a Celtic language, one of the Hispanic Celtics, also known as the Liberian Celtic, languages that were spoken in pre-Rome and early Rome, Liberia. Archaeologically, many elements link Celtiberians with Celtics in the Central Europe, but also show large difference with both the Hellstack culture and the Latin culture. Now, when I say to brothers and sisters that your father is Christopher Columbus, people get mad at me. I don't say this to offend nobody. I'm just here to simply bring forth truth because a lot of you guys don't know what you guys are into. Your great grandparents do, but you guys don't, because a lot of you guys has been intermingling, has been dumped in areas where you had to force to be amongst each other. And am I saying that the Hispanic people don't have color in their blood? Of course, I'm not saying that. Of course you do. Because your daddy, Christopher Columbus, and his 1,000 men came into the shores of America, came into the shores of the New World, and was doing their fugazi upon the people. Okay? So yes, you guys do have a lot of colored people in you. You are a mixed multitude, but the majority of you guys, the majority, high percentage, over 75%, are seed of Christopher Columbus, husband, wife. That's why you see a lot of you guys have similar resemblance to Europeans. Celtic. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have a lot. This is just the tip of the iceberg with the information and intels that we sitting on. Plenty of things. I was gonna bring forth and tell you the truth about hell. A lot of you guys don't understand it, but I'm gonna give you guys a true understanding because you've been fed lies. Because of the story of hell is the reason why you don't want to raise hell on this earth to demand and fight for your freedom. It's because of these stories that they telling us. But day by day, piece by piece, I'm going to break it. Remember, this word said hell has enlarged itself. Hell was never made for us. It was never created for us. Let me say that again. Hell was never created for us. Now, am I saying, yeah, hell's not created for you, so that's a green light for you to be evil? Absolutely not. Because anybody that does wrong, whether you are his creation or not, anybody that does wrong, if you take on the spirit of Cain, you will feel the pain that will remain on Cain. Period. Let me continue. And you absolutely right. Jews did do the slave trade. Round of applause for that, brother. Round of applause. He was absolutely right. He was absolutely right. They did it and they changed the names and they gave you new names. Brothers be like, look, we got the record that showed that our name was Yah at the end. No. Through Yah is how they got you. And they gave you that name so they could be able to identify you. Remember what the word says. Lucifer said, I would like to be like the Most High. See, and let me give you guys another FYI. The story goes deeper into why Lucifer was kicked out of the heavens. You think he got kicked out of the heavens because he was beefing with the Father? Nah, he disrespected Mama Love. And Mama Love said, this nigga gotta go. Similar to the same story you guys read with Ishmael. You see Ishmael, L-E-L at the end? Similar story. Remember, these people are not intelligent. They just got people to fill in the voids, to show, like, yeah, put that right there. Because they got to give reference and praise to their creator. Remember, what did the devil tell your savior? He said, I will give you all these things if you bow down and worship me. He rejected that offer. Somebody took it. A nation of people had that offer. The scribes, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, why you think they got rid of him? Because he was messing with the money. From the moment the Savior came inside of that church and flipped over that table, they said, this person got to go. And they couldn't use the scriptures and say it was ungodly neither. They couldn't use it. He has to go. See, you guys don't read the story the way it's supposed to be read. You reading it from the eyes of a European. You reading it from the eyes of a religious aspect. You taking on a religion approach. Show me where your Savior said he was a religious person. There's a difference between being righteous and being religious. Religious is the things that your Savior was telling you not to do. You following the commandments and the traditions of man. That's what comes with religion. Being righteous is the total opposite. Being righteous is standing according to the laws that was given unto the universe. Every law that you think was given unto Moses to give to the people was the same law given unto Adam that he taught Steph. How you think Abram was able to find out and said, Father, why are you worshiping this? This don't have no life. This don't have no value. How did he know this? Unless he was taught not to do these things. Because the rules and regulations was already created. Yo, Adam, I'm creating you. This is what you do. They're not telling you the full script. They're just saying, you name the animals, you do this, you do that, and everything's going to be all right. No, it goes deeper than that. The laws was in place. You guys, have you guys ever heard of the Noetic law? Yes, Noah had laws too. That same law end up in Egypt. They call it the Mata laws. Remember, this is a colored story. We was already keeping these laws. Don't listen to the narrative of what these people is telling you. No one does not have any power. Let me say this because I want people to hear me when I say this. And a lot of you guys are gonna be like, what did he just say? Listen to what I'm about to tell you. No bare mortal has the power to put a curse upon anybody. Only the creators is the one that issue curses. Let me say that again. Let that marinate. No bare mortal can issue curses upon people. Only the creators have the power to do so. Okay? Because if we had the power to curse people, trust me, this world will not be in this condition right now. You understand me? And there's more sin and more evil done to us than a son supposedly seeing his father naked and then covering him up. And because of that, he got a curse put upon him. You have to make that make sense. These are interjections that was put there. They had to paint a picture, paint a story, because they had, listen, let me tell you guys something. These people are chess players. They are chess players. Look, I got the ball. They are chess players. What you think, they dictate how you think, how you feel, how you love, how you get in relationships, when to stay in a relationship, when to get out. They dictate that for you. You don't have no control, black man. You are a slave and you are in prison. When the warden says it's time to come in, you come in. When the warden says it's time to go out, you go out. When the warden said it's night, nigga, it's night. And ever since 2020, guess what? The people, the children of Akobi has been put on parole. And that's why we are able to see now. I can see clearly now. Sunini soon come. It's gonna be a bright Bantu day. Huh? Don't you ever get these things twisted. It's time for you to wake up. Get out of this illusion that you are in. Understand that your record has been taken, plagiarized, took a whole story and brought it to the Middle East. The meteors that fell is still in the Holy Land right now, still in Africa right now to this day. Show me the meteor out in the Middle East. These niggas created a fake land. It's called, look, this is Sodom and Gomorrah. Look, when I touch it, it turned into dust. Where's the meteors, sir? Oh, they dissolved. We picked it up and we put it in the movie theaters. It's in the museum somewhere. Shut up. You sound stupid. You ain't got nothing. You ain't never did. The only thing that you ever had was a big old lie that you've been feeding the whole humanity. Racism, race, evil, wickedness came with your religion and your teaching. You showed that in the beginning, fam. I read that for you in the letters of Leopold. You think Leopold was the only one that was thinking like that? They would not want to, they don't want to make the mistakes that Alexander the Geek made. Caesar Pizza made. I can show you where these Khazars got the idea with the thing on their head. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull this up. I can show you. Hold on. Because if you allow these people to teach you, if you allow these people to tell you your history, you ain't never going to know nothing ever in life. Because that's their job. The word says the truth will set you free. You think these people's going to bring forth truth for you to be set free? Y'all done lost your minds. Hold on. Pull this up for you guys. Right here. Let me send it to my iPhone so I could just airdrop it one time for the one time. Hold on. One time. One time. Let me show you. Let's go to the other one because I don't want to mess with this right here. Let me show you. I know a lot of you guys are going to be frustrated and mad and disappointed, but I have to show you guys these things because the truth is what's going to set you free. Let me show you. Explain this. This is where they got it from, people. Everything about you, they took it from you. They just created a story and had to interject these things like Isis Rael. How can you God fall for this story of Genesis chapter 32? How can you? When every time I read it, there's days I go back, I say, you know what, let me look into this again. Because I need to see, how can my people not see that this is an interjection? How does he know? In the beginning, he having a whole conversation with the angels. The word says that the heaven is my footstool. If I get off from this throne, everything collapses. We're going according to what was written. And then this man out of nowhere, his whole family, wife pregnant and all, with Benoni, they're all in the Holy Land, out of nowhere. Here comes an angel. He's wrestling. The angel doesn't even know who he is. Mind you, this is the child of the promise, but the angel don't know who he is. The angel's gonna ask him, what is your name? And then he's gonna tell him, my name is Jacob. And then the angel said, your name's gonna no longer be called Jacob. But then right after the name of Isis Rael was told, Jacob's name was mentioned again. Then Jacob wrestling, they wrestling for damn near from night till day. Sounds kind of gay. I say this all the time. And says, I'm not gonna let go until you bless me. Meanwhile, he has all the strength and all the power to wrestle with an angel, but scared out his behind to wrestle and deal with Esau. Come on, people. When are we gonna wake up? When are we gonna see this is pure madness? You telling me the big brother's afraid of his little brother? Come on now. You believe that story? Esau's gonna kill him. So why Esau ain't kill him? Who told you that Esau is gonna kill him? Who told you that? Majority of the people that's Esau are the ones that's in Congo right now. And you know why they getting their hands chopped off? You can read that in the book of Obadiah. You know why they getting their hands chopped off and their foot chopped off? It's because when we was fleeing from the south of Africa, trying to make our way up to the western, up where the northern tribes dwell. Yes, the northern tribes never left. You could read that in the book of Ezra. They ain't never left. And I got the records for that too. My big bro wants me to bring that out. He's like, I need you to bring that out immediately. They ain't never left. They was out there chilling this whole time. And we went up there to get refuge amongst our brothers and sisters. And guess who was in the way blocking us? Guess who was in the way telling on us? Guess who was in the way working side by side with the enemy to find out where we was at? Pointing, oh yeah, them niggas went there. And they've been penalized ever since. They've been working extra hard ever since. Yes. Remember, Esau was in our land too. When we ran off, those areas where we ran off, they took it upon themselves. Like, yeah, this is ours. Yeah, this is ours. Not knowing when you shake hands with the devil requires blood in return. And that's what you guys are witnessing right now. Yeah. That's what you guys are witnessing right now as we speak. Right now in 2024, you see what's going on. This is payback. And the rest of the Esauians, that's what they call them. You call them historians. I call them Esauians. The rest of Esau, or the majority of the people that's governing, signing the contract. Because like I said, we fled. We left those areas. And they took control. They became your governors. They became your presidents. They the ones that was sitting next to Queen Elizabeth. They the ones that's still sitting at the UN table. You're not invited, children of Akobi. You're not invited, children of Akobi. You're not invited. You was never meant to be there. Because all of them is in cahoots to keep control over you. You could read that in Psalms 83. Esau, Ishmael. These are all colored people. They telling you Ishmael. They told you Ishmael is Islam. That's a lie. Ishmael was your Moors, the intelligent ones. They have builder in them because their father. I'll say that for another time. Because their father, their grandfather, their great-grandfather from their mother's side was Japhet. You guys don't know what you're talking about. That's why they was so intelligent. Remember, the word said Japhet shall enlarge himself. Japhet was exploring all over the world. When you hear the story, oh, there was black people in America before. Yep, you damn right. They was the children of Japhet. And they left their stones. They left their trademark for you to know that they was there. And they call it the pyramids. Go ahead and listen to these people talking about, oh yeah, that's where the fallen is. And they was all talking. That's a goddamn lie. The children, the fallen, they are in Antarctica. They are in Antarctica. That's why none of you niggas, Hebrews, Hedonites are allowed to be over there. Only top scientists, science, sorcerers are allowed over there. You can try to book a ticket to any place of the world. You can't go there. You can't go to the North Pole because the North Pole and Antarctica is connected. They take trips over there all the time. They got submarines that go over there all the time. They don't show you in their airspace because if they did, they're gonna start asking questions. What are these people doing over there? You don't know nothing. When we end up in Egypt, listen, let me tell you the story because you guys don't know. When we end up in Egypt, I'll show you the map. Why not? Let me show you the map. Let me show you the map. Let me show you the map. Why not? Let me show you. This is what, like I said, this is why I don't entertain people in their foolishness. You understand me? Let me show you the map. Share my screen. Let me show you the map. Hold on. Let me show you this map. Like I said, even when I'm unprepared, I'm prepared. I'm built for this. I do this effortlessly because the heavenly ones dwell in me. I give all the glory unto my father and my mother. Then the word said wisdom is known of her children. How you think you're going to receive wisdom if you don't acknowledge her? You don't respect her. Can you imagine coming inside the house? I said this to the big bro. Can you imagine coming inside the house? Yeah, you're going to salute your pops. You say, yes, sir, no, sir. And then your mom is over there cooking dinner for your ass, and you're not even going to say, thank you, ma. Hey, ma, how you doing? What you cooking? Embrace her, give her some love. You couldn't dare do that in a Bantu household. Go inside of a black man's house and don't say hi, how you doing to everybody. See what happens. Heck is wrong with you? What's bound on earth is bound in the heaven. Where you think we got this understanding from? Let me share this. Hold on. Hold on. Why is it not showing? You know what? Let me do it like this. You're not going to waste no time. Pardon me, guys. Now, look at the distance. Look at the distance from the Holy Land to Antarctica. When we left and we was here, right? We came here 70 souls. It would end up, by the time we left, there was a multitude of people, right? We was right here in this area where Moses sent the men to go scope out this area. When they was there, the fallen angels' children was here, right? When the Noah's Ark happened, the Noah's Ark, don't listen to the story. Noah's Ark happened right here, and the Ark never moved. While it was raining, the Ark was so powerful, it stood still. That's why when the Ark finally opened up, all the animals still remain here. So when you hear people talking about America's the Holy Land, so show me where the rhinos and the hippopotamus, they got to be here too. Back to what I was saying. So here, you understand? So when we came here and we were scoping out, we right here, we in these areas scoping out over here. These people was making their way here. Okay? All right? When the water cleared up, they was already in these areas. Look. They was already in these areas. Don't listen to the story. All of these things is connected. You see how like you see all these things, these colored places is connected? All of these things is connected. Look. And if the story is what they tell you and it's round, then that means I can get on the other side of here. Okay? I can get from the other side, from here. Just like, look, just like right here. Look how close Russia is. Okay? Look. Look. They went here because we was too powerful. The spirit of Sunini was right here. Okay? That's how they end up here. And then when we end up here, then we had to go fight them. And when you hear the story that Moses never was ever entered the Holy Land, that's a lie. Moses was already here. This whole place is the Holy Land. His eyes dwell in the. Don't you notice that you see right here? This is the green zone. This is where his eyes dwell. When we was here in the Holy Land, this is where your Savior was murdered at. In Zimbabwe. This is where they found them at. Okay? He was running all through here. Okay? All through here. This is the Sea of Galilee right here. This is a Galilee Sea. This is a sea, not a river or a lake. This is the sea. Okay? Meaning it goes in, it comes right back out. This is where he was at. This is when he was born. This is when he came back. This is when he came back. After 7 years of being here, he came back here. 7 years. Right? If I'm from over here and I'm flinging and you're going to get caught here, 7 years, we too damn sloppy for us not to get caught. And let's just say the story is what they say it is, a European. This pale face is hiding here in those times. This is BCE. So we here. These people are going to come here. They're going to find you. All of this. This is not where we was at. It's because this was all preoccupied by the children of Cain. I did the lesson. This is the land of Ham. Ham, this is their land. Buckingham Palace, this is their land. All of this is their land. All of this. This is their land. They know what I'm saying. This is their land. When you look it up, Ham is Can. Can, the city of Can is here. Buckingham Palace. Everything got a ham in it. They purposely do that because they knew they was going to come up with their own religion and they had to make sure they give praise and glory to their daddy, the father of Ham, which is Cain after the flood. Noah only had 2 children. Okay? So when he was born, I got the records that show, you could look this up, that the Romans, the Europeans was already in our space when we was born. They said, they trying to kill you. Take your child and go up to Egypt and stay there until Herod died. Herod was here. Herod was here and commanded and controlled everything. This is why Esau is suffering right now. You think there's no sin that's not going to be forgiven. You put your hands on the children of Akobi, you will be penalized. Let's go look into the stories on how the slave masters died. Their death was gruesome, painful. Pneumonia is not an easy death, people. And then they was writing diaries saying, when I die, give this to the slaves. Let the slaves have this. They got these books right now. And they was here, right? All of this. He was governing all of this. He had to report. He had to report to these heathens. You know, and guess where these heathens, guess where the Europeans' headquarters was at? In these areas. That's why Ethiopia is out of all those areas here in Africa, Ethiopia is the only free state. All of these niggas is connected. Esau's here, Esau is here. Remember the word said Esau was going to end up following and marrying to their woman, to the women that we was forbidden to deal with. Where you think they was at? Okay? So he came all the way up here. And he rested here until the 7 years, and then he came back to Bethel. He came back to these areas. Nazarene is here And Botswana's here. See if I can find it for you. See, my brother, he's good at these things. I'm not good at, when it comes to these map stuff, I'm not good in that. I'm a fighter. Punch you dead in your throat. He came back here, came back into these areas. Oh, is it somewhere over here? Like I said, I'm not, this is not my forte. But when he was captured and he was hung here in Zimbabwe. Don't let these people feed you any more lies. Africa is the Holy Land, been the Holy Land. Only place on the face of this earth filled with milk and honey. Look at you. You don't think that you milk and honey because they got you brainwashed and got you believing that you a Hebrew Israelite. Got you believing that you a Christian. Got you believing that you a gang member. Got you believing that it's okay to be a chicken head, a thot off the block. We want to be hood niggas. You want to be hood boogers. That's why you don't know what you are. That's why they laugh and take full advantage of you. Go to your land, take your jewelry, take things that you get for free 99. They put value on these things. We was playing with these things like it was nothing. When the heathen Elizabeth came into the land, when they came and they was like, what is that? Oh my gosh. We like, here, take it. Is there more of this? Sure, it's over here. We're not thinking nothing of it. Send over Cecil Rhodes. You know they got to send a man to do their dirty work. You see it in all the movies. Provide them with all the guns that they need. These niggas been sniping us, these niggas been sniping us before you even knew what a sniper was. They already had access to those artilleries. You remember they saying they're 70 years advanced when it comes to technology? They've been had these things. They've been had these things. They've been had a nuclear bomb. They was just itching for an opportunity to use it. They had to give you the World War I and the World War II story so it can complete and put a completion to the Bible and then create laws and regulations for anybody that choose to question what's going on. Don't get an anti before your name and see what happens to you. You ain't getting a single job here. They got laws right now that if you even try to boycott them, they will destroy you. You see that? She said in the book of Matthew, Luke, and John, but you never heard the gospel ever being mentioned in Psalms, ever being mentioned in Exodus, ever being mentioned in Genesis, ever being mentioned in none of these. So obviously this God spell came to you in the New Testament, and God damn it, it was a good spell. Because the objective was to take the war out of you. To take that fire spirit out of you. And anytime you even had a glimpse of any fire coming out of you, they had a rebuttal. Oh, you're not in the spirit, Ak. You seem like you're being overtaken by demons. No, we're releasing these demons. We're rebuking it. We saying, get out of me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan's children. Get behind me, Satan's teachings. Get behind me, Satan's belief. Get behind us. We do not want that. But they got these religious institutes with teachers, agents put in place to prevent you from really connecting to your heavenly one. Because just in case you really connected tonight, their powers and powers will be gone, baby. It would have been gone. All intentional. All is intentional. Give them the revelations of Paul. Give them the story of this. Give them the story of that. Why David don't have this story? Why the only vision of hell has to come from people in the New Testament? Why nobody in the Old Testament knew about it? Like I said, I'm going to bring it out for you next week. It was supposed to be this week, but I thought the brother was going to be on, but things happen. Look what she just said. Look what she put. On earth. Honor your parents on earth. Your days will be prolonged. So how you gonna get a command that severe, that serious? But yeah, when you give praise and worship, you also only give it to one person. Who's teaching you monotheism? Somebody go look up and find out where monotheism come from. You're gonna be like, damn. They'll tell you that they took it from polytheism. And polytheism came from Africa. People in Africa to this day. Remember what they said. They're going to make it seem like anything followed that's African is evil. They told you voodoo was evil. I guess it wasn't that evil when we whooped your ass and kicked you out of Haiti, though. I guess it wasn't that evil. And the first thing that they did when they found out that we had that power, they said, listen, hey, bring Jesus over there. They brought Jesus. They brought Catholic. They brought everything. You should see the people in Haiti. They seeing all this chaos going on, and the first thing they screaming out is, oh, bon Dieu. Don't you see bon Dieu sound like Bourget? Come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, people. You think the heavenly ones is giving me this information? What do you think I'm trying to do? It's to prepare us for what's really about to come on this earth, bro. You think when things hit the fan, you think the heavenly ones is trying to hear, oh, please, Jesus. Oh, help me, Lord. We've been saying these acronyms for years, and look where we at. Now all of a sudden I'm calling Sunini. We say Sunini Nanini. We giving praise to the Father and the Mother. Now the whole world is attacking us, just how the creators wanted it to be. Because they begging for one of them to come put their hands on us. They beg. Listen, that's why they don't want us to go back to the Holy Land. Because they know once we go back to the Holy Land and they let go of anything, they release anything. It's World War III. No, it's World War Sunini, Nanini. Let me finish reading these so we can continue, so we can go off, because I know I've been here for a long time. Word? Come on. They gonna put me in the corner. People get, like I said, individuals take what I'm saying as being racist or being mean. Nah, I'm taking away that beta that came along with this religion nonsense that they've been feeding us for years. I could say this because I was teaching this, fam. I know exactly what's going on. And I'm more angry. I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at myself because I fell for that chicken wing. And listen, they gave it to me. They gave it to me European season. They just put hot pepper and salt. I don't eat like that. But I was forcing myself to eat it because I wanted the greater good, not just for myself, not just for my family, but for my people. And that's why the heavenly ones came knocking at my door. That's why the heavenly ones seen, oh, you about to do Sabbath talk? Oh, let me drop this information to you. That Sabbath talk was like 15 minutes. I could talk all day. That joint was 15, 20 minutes. I'll say, yo, guys, I just received some information. I gotta go meditate on this. Because it was eating me alive. Because a part of me, because the religion in me was trying so hard to prevent the heavenly ones to put that righteous in me. I was fighting it. Ask my whiz. I stayed up late. This is damn near 12 o'clock at night. Everybody had to go to sleep. I'm waiting for everybody to sleep. I'm literally up reading, going here, going there. I'm reading until they came to me and it fell. And then I felt something say to me, are you dumb or are you dumb? And I said, Father, I ain't dumb. And then a brother came to me and said, let me tell you something. He said, what you bringing out, you bringing forth truth. But this Father, that's not. We don't worship one God. I said, word? He said, you see Sunini? I said, yeah. He said, that's the Father. He said, you know Nanini? I said, yeah. He said, that's the mother. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. He didn't force it down my throat. He said, go look it up. I didn't have to go far. I said, let me open up this book and let me find out what's being hidden from me. And the first thing that clicked in my mind is two things that clicked onto me. This is how I'm going to educate you. This is how you know Sunini is with you or not. This is how you know Mama Love this is how you know you are her child or not. I said to me, the first two things that came into my mind was he said when we're going to make man in our image. That right there says that there is more than one person that's speaking right now. That was there. See, they I promise you in the new version 2024, they're gonna remove everything that I'm saying. They're watching me. They're like, how is this nigga knowing this? Erase it. New Bible, guys. Every week, your iPhone is updating a new Bible version. They're telling you they're cleaning out the bugs. You damn right. They're cleaning out the mistakes that these people made that's gonna acknowledge us to the people that's sitting up above. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Huh? So here we go. Here I am reading like, oh, hold on. Oh. So we made in their likeness, in their image. So that was one. Number two, it was said, what's bound on earth is bound in heaven. And what's bound in heaven must be bound on earth. So when I took those two, those were the two foundations that I put together. And I said, this is how I'm going to uncover this. Then I'm reading. And then I remember the word said wisdom sits on the right side of his throne. I said, oh, who's wisdom? And then you know how it was able for me to put Mama Love easy to fit the picture? Because I love the book of Sirach. And the book of Sirach gives you a full breakdown of wisdom. It's a female energy. And we know it's not wisdom. We know wisdom is Solomon. I just showed you the 666. So if her name is not wisdom, then what is her name? It can't be the Ruach Kadash. It damn sure can't be no Holy Ghost. But then it hit me. It says, Nana. 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 And then I'm looking and seeing these people's records. I'm seeing that they disrespecting your heavenly ones by just putting N-I, N-I, and they gave you a little symbol. But yet they told you that you got to read it from right to left. But then we got coins that's from the Holy Land, and it's NINI. I got some of you. Listen, I put these things up in my old videos. You can watch it. And then I say, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some bacon. No, are you dumb? Let me put some barbecue sauce on top of this. Because we about to start baking. Then I started really looking in. Then my big bro provided me with the information. See, the creators is only going to give you what you, the word says, seek me and you shall find me. If you seek him, if you seek them, they will provide you with this information. And I didn't bring it out. I didn't say nothing. I didn't. I was just patiently waiting for Sunini to come knocking. And out of nowhere, here come this information. My big bro calling me saying, yo, he was like, my brother, what you was looking for, I got it. Here you go. This is why I tell you guys, you got to start coming into class, because if you think I'm bringing forth information, oh, you'll be shocked to see what my brother could bring forth. He be shaking the room. His lessons will turn you to an alcoholic if you wasn't spiritually grounded, because that joint will have you hurting. That joint might make you mad. There's plenty of times I've been upset, but I eat that because it's like, praise the heavenly ones, because they're giving me this information to set me free. That alone lets me know that they still love me. And my job is to love them. And come on, even when I don't even have a lesson together, I come on and give you guys this barbecue chicken, well seasoned. I didn't even put the apron on. Look, I didn't even put the judgment on. Because I was going to show you that today was the day. I ain't come to play. I don't play any day, but I'm going to let you know. And look, my big bro hit me up today and said, listen, here you go. He said verbatim, brother, you was right. I said, of course. Because Sunini Nanini is not only working with you, he's working with us. He's going to give us what we desire. They said, if you seek me, if you seek us, you shall find us. And we've been seeking, and we've been searching and searching for the word and truth. I've been searching and searching. And now the searching is about to start coming to an end. The numbers is going to go up. People is going to have no choice but to listen to what's being said, because they know eventually. And even these brothers right now, there's a lot of these brothers and sisters that's going inside of these churches, going inside of these organizations, going inside these cultist, nonsense, foolish, satanic teachings, and really starting to question. They're not able to prove what I just showed you now. These niggas is still talking about drinking blood, where the word tells you it's forbidden. All of these things, everything about these churches is about getting in together and being happy and singing kumbaya, when we supposed to be in a place of grief because our asses is not home. How you singing kumbaya, my Lord, and we over here stressed out? Your mother's dying from cancer. Your father's over here dying from a disease. You caught a disease. All of us is getting sick, and we over here talking about change gonna come. All right, Sam Cooke, I heard it already. They said change gonna come with Obama, and he damn right. He changed the whole mentality of black communities. You niggas have become dumber and dumber. Bill Clinton was the first dumb. He made you first dumb, and Obama made you dumber. And you put them together. That's why the slogan in the Repent or Die podcast is, are you dumb or are you dumb? And let the Father say it again for you heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? You talking about change. You talking about nation building. You talking about getting into the promised land. We can't even make a promise amongst each other. And you talking about a promised land? Can you promise me you're not going to hate me because I don't want to follow what you following? Can you promise me you're going to love me because I don't want to follow what you following? Can you promise that you're going to love me my money goes? Can you promise me you're going to love me if I don't got a place to rest my head? Will you promise that you're going to give me shelter? Will you promise that you're going to give me support? Will you promise that you're going to care for me too? Will you promise? Where's my jagged edge? Nothing is promised to me and you. But why won't we let the things go? Shorty, I promise that I'll stay true. Come on, people. It's saying it ain't so. Baby, I promise that I'll never leave. Can you do that promise to me? And everything's gonna be alright. Cause Sunini Nanini's keeping that promise. People don't believe they promise. And every day you're stressing out, trying to get Jesus out. And every day you figuring out how these heathens got out. Oh, man. So I'll leave it as that, man. Shout out to the sister. I'll leave it as that, man. And you guys continue supporting. You tune in, you share this, you give it to your people, man. You leave it to your people. No, she said the religious drug need. Yep. Listen. Not only listen. Before it was cocaine. You see what they call it? Cocaine. You see cane in it. Before you was taking cocaine, they gave you Christ. You notice all the severe drugs that come with a C? Crystal meth. They gave you crystal Christ. And niggas ain't recovered since. Listen, all you guys are gonna be there. Don't worry. You guys don't worry. The rise of this Bantu will not be televised. You hear me? But I was authorized to tell you guys. Don't listen to me, man. Just do your own homework. Take everything that I gave you and go put the pieces together. Look up areas that you see in the so-called Bible. And these people got to be able to show you this. Let me show you something else. Hold on. Let me show you something else. Before I conclude, I want to show you something else. I want to show you something else. This is Mamre. Remember Genesis 13 verse 18? And he did in Mamre? And he built an altar? This is Mamre for you. Look where it's at. Right next to Cape Town. This is where I want to live. I want to live right here. I want to live in Mambri. Now, let me see if I could pull up some pictures. Oh, let's go to photos right in front of me. This is Mambri. Let's look at it. Look how beautiful. This is Mambri, guys. Yeah, this is where I want to live. That's the goal for me. I don't know about you guys, but this is where I want to be. This is where I want my son to raise and live his remainders of his life. I want to be buried here. Don't bury me in America. Now, you see this? You see this? Now, we're going to see the same area. The same area. Oh, they're not letting me go. Oh, boo! They don't want me to go. They don't want me to go to Mamre and Oh, that's why. My bad. My bad. My bad. Now this is Mambri. This is the story that this is where they tell you. This is where they tell you, the creator came down, where Abram made an altar and the creator came down to dwell with him. This is where they tell you. Look at this. Look at this. I just showed you a beautiful land. Now look at this. What the heck is this? You for real? Look at the trash on the floor. Look at the trash. These are the holy people. Hold on. Look at the trash on the floor. Look at the trash. This whole area is what they call Mummery. You can tell that these people was like, man, just find a place and just put it right there. Just let them call it that. Look, right here. I'm showing you. I'm showing you. This is Mummery. This little section right here. This is it right here. Look, this is it right here. Look at the garbage. This is how you pay respect to your heavenly one. But meanwhile, you guys can keep Central Park clean all day. Venice Beach don't even look this bad. Yeah. Yeah. This is Mambri. You see, they don't leave this area. They don't give you a whole big old space, nothing. And Mount Herman is in South Africa too. You could look that up as well. This is not in Mambri, people. Don't let that fool you. This is Mambri. Look, potato chips. What is the cross doing? If this is mommy over here, what is the cross doing there? What is the cross even doing in Israel? Isn't it forbidden? It goes against the commands? Oh, copy. Copy. I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm going to leave it as that. I'm gonna leave it as that. Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. Everything that the creators told us to do, they do the total opposite. That's why I want you guys to question everything. Even look, I just showed you guys in the commands just now. I just showed you guys in the commands. It told us that we should not be sacrificing food. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull this up one more time. No. Oh. No. It's not this. Hold on. It's not this. I think it's this one right here. Nope. Look. Pull it up one last time for y'all. Pull it one last time. One last time. Look what it says. You should not eat the flesh nor drink the blood of any slaughtered creature, nor yet anything which bring disorder to your health or sense. So we was never meant, because we already know what eating animals do. We get tired, we get sluggish. Remember, he gave Adam what? He gave him herbs to eat. We was the tillers of the ground. We was planters. They told you Cain was that. That's a lie. This is what they do. Tell lies and after lies. And when people like myself are able to discover and expose the lie, they got trained agents to mess with your mind and say that I'm losing my mind. And people get upset. It's not for you to get upset. It's for you to start waking up and start questioning and hold everybody accountable, including me. Because if we building up a nation, if we're preparing ourselves, like I told my sister yesterday, she said to me that she's ready. She's ready because with everything going on, she said she's ready to meet the creators. I said, are you really ready? I said, you're not ready. I'm not even ready. I said, how far can your charity goes? The farther your charity go, the higher your chariot will become. Let that marinate into your heads, people. These are the conversations that I have on the regular. I said the farther your charity can go is as high. That's going to determine how high your chariot will be. And guess what? Our charity is not there yet. You could say, remember what the word says, charity starts from home? Our charity is not there yet. How can our charity be there when man and woman is already at odds? Husband and wife ain't together. How many single mothers is running around? How many single men is running around? How many deadbeat fathers running around? How many deadbeat mothers is running around? There's been no reparation, no freedom, no nothing until we come together as one. Because that's where our strength lies. That's why the devil made it his business to remove either or from the house and squeeze his way in. gave the mothers health care and welfare and all of the nonsense you need, section A, B, C, and a D. But they made sure you keep that F, because the F stands for F this man, I don't want to be with him. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is what I'm moving forward. Outside of summer conversation, everything that I'm going to be talking about is to bridge the gap between man and woman. And I want you guys to see, when I put the post up, I want you guys to see how racist people are still on to this very day. And these people will cheer on LeBron James, cheer on all these black people. But when it comes to us coming together, being as one, oh, it's a level of hate. Oh, God loves everybody. God does not love yes, your God do. Gadriel do. But Sunini Nanini, they despise evil. They exposing the evil. And you guys know this. But I'm going to leave it as that, guys. I'm going to leave it as that. It's already 7:30. I didn't even think it was this long. You know how we do, man. It be long on these lives, but somebody got to do it. We got to talk it. If we don't talk it, who's going to talk it for us? It's us against them. It's not them against us. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live once again. Continue supporting. For those that don't know who I am here, Mr. Keep my foot on you heathens, you he-girls, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.